Hey everyone, it's me, Noah Meehan on the Art of the Arc Truth, and I'm sorry for the pretty shitty quality of this video. I am out here in Rosewood Park because I'm pretty sure my sister doesn't like it when I talk about politics, especially on this channel, and I'm using the light from my phone in order to illuminate myself as best as possible. So yeah, I apologize for a lot of this. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it next week earlier in the day. So, anyways, we've just been passed through both the Democratic National Convention and the Republican National Convention. It is absolutely no questions asked who stunned the entire country, who shows more enthusiasm. It's obviously the Republicans. And Donald Trump just killed it. I watched his speech yesterday, and it was about 70 minutes, according to the orators on Fox News. They said it was 70 minutes, while Joe Biden, I believe, was maybe 20 to 30 minutes. But nonetheless, I'm not here to talk about that. No, I'm just here to mention just how big of an enthusiasm gap there is between the Republicans and the Democrats. What I'm here to talk about is what Nancy Pelosi said specifically about Joe Biden. When she was having a press interview, she says, "Don't tell Joe Biden, but I really do not want him to debate Trump, or at least in something of a similar manner." I'm mixing up the actual. I'm not saying specifically the actual quote, but that's generally what he says. What she said, I meant. All it means to just not legitimize the president. Oh my god. You know, it's really funny because the Speaker of the House is saying this to Joe Biden, an elected official, the highest highest official who happens to be a Democrat, and is the Speaker of that House, is telling Joe Biden, the nominee for the Democratic Party for the 2020 election, to not debate President Trump. Unbelievable. I was actually looking up some news articles that actually have said, before this actually occurred, that it was just a right-wing conspiracy theory. CNN specifically said that this was a right-wing conspiracy theory. Hell, I even have it on my phone, and I'm not going to be illuminating my face much. Right-wing media outlets have suggested otherwise, in referring to the fact that Joe Biden is much willing to debate Trump. You know what? I'm going to be saying the whole entire paragraph. The reality is that Biden is very much willing to debate Trump this fall. In fact, his campaign has already agreed to the 3 debates with Trump. Right-wing media outlets have suggested otherwise. If you pay attention to this media universe, you would know that stories about Biden skipping debates has totally saturated coverage. Okay. Clarifying CNN. And by the way, this article was from 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And this is just today. Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, has said, I do not like the idea of Joe Biden debating against President Trump. To clarify this article, because CNN loves to twist a lot of stuff, the right-wing media is not saying that Joe Biden doesn't want to stage a debate. It says that a lot of people within the Democratic Party, high officials like the establishment, and probably some within his campaign, do not want him to debate at all. Now, of course, Joe Biden, I'm pretty sure, has different opinions, but then again, it could be changing from time to time due to his alleged dementia or Alzheimer's. I don't really know, but he does show symptoms of that. I had to deal with that from my own grandfather, who passed away in 2010 due to frontal lobe dementia. So he definitely shows the signs of it. But anyways, right-wing media has consistently said that there's going to be an outgoing crawl for people to say that Joe Biden should not debate Donald Trump. And apparently, with Nancy Pelosi actually making this statement, they have been proven correct. I honestly, I'm not surprised that this was the case. And when such a thing such a thing actually was mentioned, especially with the state of Joe Biden and his entire campaign, even with choosing Kamala Harris, even though that's not a dementia thing, just that alone is going to white. Donald Trump is going to use that against him. It's clear that a lot of people, there's at least a vocal amount of people that call for Joe Biden not to be in this debate. They say a lot of these excuses like, "Oh, he's not doing well." Oh, Donald Trump will probably say, "No, I will not debate him," or something of that nature, or make it some kind of an excuse. The fact that, again, Nancy Pelosi is making this statement. Nancy Pelosi. Oh man, the state of the Democratic Party it's fractured. It really is fractured, with or without Joe Biden. It's fractured, and this is just clarifying the fact that Nancy Pelosi, just Nancy Pelosi, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the Democrats have no confidence whatsoever in Joe Biden's debate skills, or him being the leader of the United States, for that matter. They have absolutely absolutely no confidence in him. They're only just here because he won the delegates. And even some of those delegates are opposed to the Democratic Party platform, or opposed to Joe Biden. I find that kind of funny, to be honest with you. But continuing on, Sticks, Hex, and Hammer actually said that possibly the Democratic Party would make some assumption, like Donald Trump needs to agree to some of these new rules, like having them part and a jury, or like digital virtual debate or something like that. Which honestly, I would not put it past the Democratic Party. I would not put it past them whatsoever. But let's just say that Donald Trump says no to this offer. They will just claim that, oh, Trump is intentionally saying that he's not going to debate Joe Biden whatsoever because he doesn't agree to these demands. Horseshit. Complete horseshit. Whether they make this statement or not, or even whether or not they make these terms and conditions, this is not gonna. It's still going to destroy their reputation. It's already showing that they have no confidence in Joe Biden whatsoever, and they are willing to hide him from the public to prevent any possible controversy and to prevent him from being crushed by President Donald Trump. I know that Donald Trump is definitely not the best speaker ever. He does tend to go off sometimes, and it kind of sounds, admittedly, a little bit cringy, especially since I've been through speech and debate. Although he does have some good one-liners, especially with that time when he said Hillary Clinton, "'Cause you'll be in jail." Remember back in 2016. But he is significantly better than Joe Biden. They know that he will crush Joe Biden. And whether or not they have these conditions, and whether or not they make this accusation to President Trump, if he doesn't accept those conditions, it will just completely stain the Democratic Party. Like I said before, they will have it shows no confidence in Joe Biden, and they know that he's going to be crushed, and they'd rather have him removed from any public appearance, removed from controversy, and keep him in his basement like a coward. Tim Bull actually makes a mention of this, and he considers himself a liberal. He considers Joe Biden a liberal, and I have to agree with him because he's not really out there campaigning. I have to see Trump campaign. I believe he's actually either today or tomorrow or sometime this week. He's campaigned in the state of New Hampshire. Physically. What has Joe Biden done? What the hell should I know? I don't know what he's been doing. I haven't seen him have any rallies ever since about March, maybe even April. Hell, Donald Trump made his first rally in Topeka back in late June, I believe it was. Late June, I think. And that was when the whole George Floyd protest and COVID-19 was still going on. There's no way the Democrats are gonna back out of this one. There is no possible scenario where they come out on top. There is no way that Joe Biden is going to win. He's going to be crushed. And just from the appearance of whether or not he does get into these debates, whether or not the Democratic Party actually allows him in these debates, will only speak more to voters. Because that will show not only his cowardice, but the lack of confidence in him and his leadership. My name is Nomi, and on the Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, and share with friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I frame them or how I speak, or anything whatsoever, please be sure to post them down in the comment section down below or directly message me. Thank you.